Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you about two artists, Vermeer's Forger. I don't know who Vermeer is and what Forger is, but you will know it in this book. Yeah, so let's just read it. Two artists, Vermeer's Forger. Great masters. When Han van the Meegeren was a young child in Holland, he loved to draw. He enjoyed visiting museums and gazing at pictures by Dutch artists. The great painter Rembrandt and Vermeer had died more than 200 years earlier, but their painting lived in Han's mind. Han longed to spend his life as an artist. If only he could paint like those great Dutch masters. If only he could spend his life mixing colors and creating beautiful pictures. If only. Van Meekeren's first painting in 1908, when he was 19 and began studying the art teacher, I don't know, like archaeologist things. He designed a few buildings, but he still loved art, painting, and the great Dutch masters. So he quit the archaeology and began to study art. And those are some nice paintings. I wish I could paint like that. If only. But how would I make the painting though? I need to know what will I draw. I said it in the video of we're in business. Do you remember that? I said about making business, about painting arts. I said about what I'm going to draw. So what am I going to draw? Cats. Yeah, I love cats. Maybe. I don't know. I just love cats. Yeah. At first, he did very well. He graduated from art school and was hired to teach other students. He even won the award for his painting skill. As time went by, and did not work as hard, and the critics did not like his work. They said his work followed the old masters too closely. They said he had no talent. The bad reviews that these critics wrote about Han made him sad and very angry. Why though? I thought his paintings were so good. My painting is not good as his painting. The critics should not be the critics. They should be some other people's, like people with talent of good eyes that know what is a good picture and what is not a good picture. It did not follow too closely to the old masters. Okay, you dummies? What a dum-dum. Han could not stop thinking about the critics. He wrote angry letters. But that was not enough. There had to be some ways to get back at them. He wanted to fool and embarrass them the way they had embarrassed him. An idea formed in Han's mind. What if he were to paint a picture and say that great artist the Johannes Vermeer had painted, could he fool the critics into thinking that his portrait was a genius Vermeer painting? Would they praise it as they did Vermeer's other work? I had imagined that the critics would say when they found out he had painted it. There's a Century magazine in 1895. Wow, what a magazine! Yeah. I will let you guys read it. It's long. Yeah, whatever. I'll just post it with a video. Being a master, Han knew a great deal about art and life during the years that Vermeer was painting. He was a smart man, and he knew that a convincing art forgery requires many things. The subject of the painting had to look as if they were from the time period when Vermeer lived. The paint was the canvas. What is canvas? Canvas, yeah. Also had to appear old. But most of all, his painting technique had to reflect Vermeer's style. Why? No. Yeah. To start, Han needs to find and use a 17th century painting that was more than 200 years old. Once he had found it, he cleaned the canvas, making sure to leave behind the aging crack in the lower white paint layer. Old paintings have tiny crack lines. Han worked on his painting for a long time. He chose subjects based on what the art critic might expect Vermeer to paint. Right? Vermeer painted pictures of life during the late 16th. If Han were going to paint Vermeer forgeries, he would have to learn a lot about life during that time. For instance, he would have to know how people dressed and wore their hair. Han also chose his painting brush very carefully, using only brush and colors identical to those used by Vermeer. Sometimes he round and create his own paints when he need glue that were only made a certain way 200 years ago. Before, yeah. Also, since paint takes many years to harden, he probably added a chemical to his paints so they dry quickly. He also added a varnish that made the entire painting appear a bit old and dusty. Okay? When he was finished, Han van Meegeren called his painting the Disclip and Eminence. What? I don't know. Is